Why do you want it up like that?
So just so we have something to look at.
My ceiling?
Yeah.
I can look down to see my ceiling?
70%, yeah, that'll be good. Yeah.
Hey guys, Lex Doll here, Charmed I'm sure.
They know who we are. I'm Bat Tracy. If people are watching this, they know who we
For
are.
what you said to do to me
Yeah.
WYSADWTA. This is a
Oh, this video is an hour long. That's the first video on this channel I'll watch.
This is hey, what's our DVD collections, like 48 minutes or whatever?
Yeah,
Our
that's
first
true.
video. This is a new podcast on the channel. This is WYSADWTA.
Let's call it a popcast.
No.
Because we're pop stars.
No.
That's stupid.
This is WYSADWTA on wrestling on Wednesdays. Well,
We call it the Triple W.
we indulge ourselves on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Thought I was gonna say on
Treat
wrestling.
yourself.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself 2018.
Already trailing off. We knew this was happening.
Yep.
Anyways, so it's a new podcast.
What are we talking about?
I'm gonna explain it.
Oh, okay.
Can I take
Yeah.
the mic?
Take
Can I
it.
take the ball?
Take it.
Are there any wrestling terms that I could take? Can I take the belt? Can I take the title?
You can...
Can I take the slammy?
Hold
Hand me
on.
the slammy.
No, wait.
Can I take
You
the
can
John Cena
take-
talking microphone?
I'm trying to think of something, and then you can take... I don't know, let's get off this
You
topic.
can take a chance on me.
You can take a chance on me.
Anyways, it's about an hour-long podcast.
We have no specific time. I just said 30 minutes to an hour.
We talk about wrestling. We're gonna start off the episode casually with current events in wrestling. We
Yeah.
don't have much today.
I have some.
Well, I have a little bit, but it's not gonna be too long.
No, I'd say 15, 20 minutes tops.
That long? I'd say 10.
I'd say 15, 20.
Okay.
We might get sidetracked.
We always get sidetracked.
Yeah. So we should probably start with Clash of Champions.
Yeah, but I'm gonna explain the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not even done yet. You don't explain what you're gonna do and like go step by step. The next thing we're gonna
Step
do.
1.
The first thing we're gonna talk about is our first thing today. That's Pert Hapley. I'm probably not gonna do this every week, but I think every time I get a new wrestling figure, it's gonna be like the figure of the week. So I'll do that after current events.
Okay.
I'm a little stuffed up today, guys. So
Yeah, a little bit
I will take a little breath. Like, if you didn't notice, I just stopped talking there.
Yeah, I noticed.
I had mucus in my throat. I had to clear out.
I heard it.
And then we will just do like top 10 or top 5 lists. They're not going to be specific. We're just going to be like, hey,
They're not even topping anything. It's just like
what is your favorite color
the rainbow.
boxer that Dolph Ziggler wore under his trunks
In
on
the
any
year
given Raw
2009.
in 2009? He didn't debut until 2010.
No, he debuted in 2009, didn't he?
No, he debuted
I
in
swear.
10.
What about Kerwin White? What year
He
was
wasn't
that?
Kerwin White.
No,
he
he
was
was-
Chip.
I don't
I
remember.
want to say his name was Chip.
It's
I don't
not
care.
right.
But anyways, do top 10
Oh, we
lists.
have laptops.
We have computers.
I can look that up.
You
Hold
wanna
on.
look that
Yeah,
one
I
up?
got this one. I got this one. Kerwin White.
No, stop looking up Kerwin
No,
White.
but I'm looking him up to find out his caddy's name.
Yeah, but
Also, I'm very sorry if people hear me typing in the
Yeah.
background. I'll try to be typed softly, but
his name was just kind of Nick Nemeth, I guess. Repackaging. 2010 was when Dolph Ziggler debuted.
I guess I could have just went to Dolph Ziggler's.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wikipedia.
on.
Yeah, okay.
He had wellness policy.
Dolph?
Yeah, he was suspended for 30 days.
Oh,
Oh, so he debuted in 2008, actually.
I told you, bitch.
Kerwin White, I think I just saw the name. Yeah, it's nowhere here. He only did it like one day, though, didn't he?
What?
He was only his caddy for a little bit.
He was his caddy. Kerwin White was there for a scoop of change and some ice cream, you know?
Yeah, totally. That's totally a thing.
Change and a cup of coffee, whatever it's called.
I've never heard this expression. Hayde Vanson, though, that guy.
What about-
Someone else.
Wade Cade, or whatever his name is.
Wade Cade? Wade Barrett?
No, Cade. Lance Cade?
Lance Cade? He's
Yeah.
dead, right?
Is he?
Lance Cade's dead, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Rip.
I was
R.I.P.
going.
You know who else died?
Who died?
Lil Peep.
Yeah, we're not gonna indulge into this. We're sidetracked. Do you know who Cade? Who did I say?
I don't know who you said.
Hayde Vanson. Hayde
Yeah.
Vanson. You know who he is?
No.
Hayde Vanson. You know who he is. He was a dark, mysterious figure that debuted on a vignette on SmackDown, and was like, "I'm coming for you, Undertaker," and never appeared again.
Huh.
Never seen that guy? He's like, he has
No.
a buzz cut. He's really weird. He never appeared again. I coughed there. Let's get into Clash of Champions.
Yeah. Also, real quick, Hideo Itami debuted tonight.
Yes, did he?
Yeah.
Also, there's a little bit of talk about
Styles says he's done with Jinder Mahal after Clash Champions. He had his rematch. That was it.
NXT is on USA now.
No, it was only that one.
It was only the one?
It was only for WWE Holiday Week.
Oh. So I have the results here. The pre-show is Mojo Rawley.
Conor McGregor in WWE. The Notorious has 2 words for you. No, not those 2, but same idea.
Mojo Rawley defeated Zack Ryder in the kickoff show.
Yep.
Who cared?
Honestly.
Out
Who
of
cares?
any kickoff match that's ever existed in WWE
There's only
history,
one wrestler that I care less about than Mojo Rawley. Actually, I'd say I care more about him because I want to see him lose a lot.
Yeah.
So I think Mojo Rawley's probably the wrestler I care the least about.
I thought you were going to say that you only care about one wrestler less than Zack Ryder, and that wrestler is Mojo Rawley.
That's a good way of putting it. You said that better than I did.
I know you hate both. Hype
Yeah.
Bros was not your
Cup of tea.
cup of
And I think I had them on my
ginger
roster.
schnapps. Yep, they were the last pick, and you were
Fuck
so
them.
mad. Patrick and I planned that. First match on the card, the main card,
Yeah.
the card that it mattered. Usually I like to say the kickoff mattered.
I
a
feel
little
like
bit.
I'm the Nick Mason of this podcast.
Yeah?
I feel like I'm the funny
It's my
one.
idea.
Yeah. I'm Nick Mason.
Anyways, Nick Mason and Mr. Sunday probably don't even know anything about wrestling. They know Dave Bautista.
They know
exists,
some
and they don't-
stuff.
do they?
Yeah.
We're not going to get into it. We're sidetracked. First, on the main card, now I usually
They name drop Hulk Hogan occasionally.
I usually say that kickoffs
The
matter.
Rock.
I like to say kickoffs matter a few times. But
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley versus Zack Ryder does not matter.
No, it doesn't. Do you remember Ryback? He was the pre-show stopper.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Well, remember he had that string of pre-show matches right before he quit? I think his last one being versus Kalisto.
At WrestleMania for the United States Championship.
Was that his last match? I
I
thought
don't
he was
know
at
if
the
that was his
pay-per-view
last
after.
one. He might have been. I was
Yeah.
just, isn't
Well,
that
anyways,
weird that
yeah.
Kalisto and Ryback fought at WrestleMania?
Yeah. Well, his belt,
Yeah.
his little weight belt, he used to say pre-show stopper.
Uh-huh.
When he did CM Punk's routine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was his little slight dig at...
I went on Ryback's website yesterday or 2 days ago. Terrible website. Don't go on it.
He's kind of like... do you ever pay attention to the stuff he says on his podcast?
No.
I read
don't.
certain articles about
I've
him.
heard
He's
so. He's the
ridiculous.
worst.
He's ridiculous.
Have you ever heard our podcast, WYSADWTA on Wrestling on Wednesdays?
I haven't heard it yet, but I'm hearing it now.
Yeah, but we're getting sidetracked. So
Yeah.
let's trail back. So Dolph Ziggler defeated Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, and Triple Threat
Out
match
of
to
nowhere.
become the
Out of
new-
nowhere.
yeah, out of-
Where did
the
why was
match-
he even in the match?
The match was already made out of nowhere
Yep.
because none of those guys. It was probably I don't. We didn't watch Clash of Champions.
I can tell you the story behind it if you want.
I don't care.
So
I just said
Dolph and Bobby
no. We're feuding.
were having a feud,
Yeah.
yes. And then Baron came out and attacked everybody for no reason. Then Bobby Roode was having a match with Baron Corbin. Dolph Ziggler came out of nowhere and ended everything. Then the next week, Dolph Ziggler was fighting Baron Corbin. Bobby Roode came out and ended everything. So it was like this whole hoopla. It was a whole to-do.
I think
And-
Dolph Ziggler just got the titles. You could have one last hurrah before he leaves WWE next year.
He should have quit after that fight with The Miz.
He should have lost in the
Yeah.
worst. Yeah, retired.
Yeah.
So we didn't watch Clash of Champions. That's a precursor, but who cares about that? In a fatal four-way tag team match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos, reigning and defending champions, successfully retained against the New Day, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin, and Rusev Day.
Is that their actual tag team name?
No, it's Rusev, and it's every other week. It's a new thing.
Oh, so Hideo saved Finn Balor.
Charlotte Flair
Going back to
defeated
Wikipedia.
Natalia by submission in a Lumberjill match for the Women's Championship.
Is actually Lumberjill? I heard they got rid of that name.
It's the Lumberjack match. I don't know. It was weird. They announced it was a Lumberjack match. I saw one poster where it says Lumberjill match, and then they kind of referred back. I think people are mad about it. Sexist. The
Why? Lumberjack, Lumberjill? Is it because
Yeah.
the job is called Lumberjack? If like a female is a lumberjack, is she a lumberjack?
It's like I'm not going
Comment
to get
down
into
below.
this. A lot of things is like should male men be called male men because people don't call male women. You know.
Yeah.
So if you
Firefighters have never had that issue.
Yeah.
Because you don't say fireman.
Yeah. You don't
say a
really say
firefighter.
about anyone because you don't say
A paramedic, man.
paramedic man or policeman.
You say policeman sometimes.
The Lumberjills, if you care, were Carmella, Lana, Naomi.
He
the
was a
Riot
policeman,
Squad,
sir.
and Tamina. The next match, 2 tag team matches in a row. The Bludgeon Brothers defeated Breezango in a minute 58.
What?
Yep.
I like Breezango,
Yeah.
and you know who my least favorite member of that team is.
Fandango.
Fandango. But the Bludgeon Brothers, I'm not a big fan. I think Luke Harper
Yeah.
should be a world champion already.
Yeah.
He should have been in the main event of WrestleMania. Should have been a triple threat of Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, and Luke Harper. And it would have been a fucking great match. Way better than the garbage we got.
That was just voted the worst match of 2017.
Yeah, it's terrible. Did you see it?
No.
It's horrible.
Then we had Kevin Owens. And
That was a one match show, and it was the match I was expecting to at least be the best.
Style Shane.
Yeah, came out of nowhere.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeated Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura.
This one, yeah, I'm not. I have a lot of things to say about this one.
Do
I
you?
don't like it. I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
at all. I don't want T-Bray to be a heel. I want him to be a face. I want him to wrestle, and I want him to take crazy bumps that endanger his life. But except I don't want any of those things. I just want to see him wrestle a very safe style, because I think he can still go at a pretty good level, way better than Kurt Angle has been wrestling. Because Kurt Angle, let's be honest, guy looks out of shape.
Which
now.
is weird. Because, like, he was in the independent scene, and he was putting on phenomenal matches with Alberto Patron.
And he just looks, out of it. Yeah.
And he comes to WB, gets inducted, doesn't know how to say a promo. I remember Kurt Angle being a really good...
he was a decent
He was a
promo.
decent talker.
I don't remember him as one of the best. He was decent.
He wasn't one of the best in WWE ever, but if you watched his TNA promos, they were still good enough, because he could back up everything they said. And now he's all like, oh, I might lose my job. You know, guys, I made
Do you remember his promo against Samoa Joe from, like...
Yeah.
2009.
I made a match between Samoa Joe and Kurt Hawkins. I could lose my job over it. Like, all he talks about is his job and his stupid kid.
It's because fucking Stephanie McMahon emancipates every talent that comes in her way.
Yeah.
Like, she's a terrible character. She's
Then-
probably the worst character in WWE history.
We had the Fatal Four.
She's worse than Coco Beware. She's worse than the gobbledygooker.
We have our final match.
She's worse than
AJ Styles defeated Jinder Mahal by submission. So I wonder if he used the calf crusher.
AJ Lee.
AJ Styles.
It was the Black Widow.
Black Widow.
And Jinder Mahal tapped out in 1.2 seconds.
23:04.
Oh.
Was the one?
I would like to see AJ Lee versus AJ Styles.
They
They could call it the Battle of the Ages.
So the triple threat match.
You get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
I
Battle
got
of the
it.
Ages?
It's stupid. No one else gets that job.
Nobody else gets it, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Anyways, so the triple threat match, fun
Yeah.
fact, was 12:45. The Fatal 4-Way Tag match was 12:54. They were in the back-to-back matches, and they swapped those seconds.
45 and 54?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of news, the most important current event news. Last Tuesday on SmackDown Live, did you know who made his return to the WWE
No.
against the Bludgeon Brothers?
Oh, yeah, Colin Delaney.
Colin Delaney
Yeah.
is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Just for that one match.
For the one match. It saddens me to say it's one
But
match.
remember who else came back? The fucking, with the kilts. The Moshers. Or
Oh, yeah, the
Thrashers.
headbangers.
Yeah. That was great seeing them back.
It was not. It was
I
was
loved
so
them.
weird.
I loved them.
Literally what happened, they're like, hey, we're going to put a tag team title match. Oh,
We don't have enough
we don't
tag
have
teams.
any tag teams. So let's make Heath Slater and Rhino pair together. And Rhino's just going to eat Cheese Whiz and crackers. And Heath Slater has 19 kids. Who can we call to just... Headbangers?
What are
they
Mosh
up
and
to?
Thrash
Yeah, what are
doing?
they up to?
I loved them. I loved
It was,
them.
it was like a
back.
2-minute match.
So
Then
they came back and they did all their spots and they put over the new guys. It was great.
the new guys, it was Rhino. They put over Rhino.
So
You have some current events, and then we'll trail
yeah,
off.
I want to talk about the XFL a little bit.
Okay.
The XFL might be coming back.
What did the X stand for? It's like Ultimate, wasn't
it was a misconception that stood for extreme. It didn't stand for
Yeah,
anything.
okay.
It literally was just XFL.
So it was literally
But-
just boom football.
But this is how Vince would used to say it. He said if the NFL stood for the no fun league, that the XFL was the extra fun league.
That's how I'm going to take it then.
That's
the
exactly,
extra
yeah.
fun league is
The extra
coming
fun
back,
league.
maybe.
Yeah.
You also said that he has a new company.
It's Alpha Entertainment.
Alpha
It's
Entertainment.
self-funded.
Yeah.
It has nothing
What
to
does he do with it?
It's what he's going to use for like XFL
Oh.
and stuff. Yeah. It's just so it's completely separate for WWE. So if he loses money, it's not on
At the
the
start
company.
of the podcast, you're like, I'm Nick Mason here. We've literally swapped roles. In this.
No, because sometimes it's a hot scoop.
Yeah. I know. I watch Cultaholic. I watch their news. But I don't care about every little news. You know? Like
Yeah.
Rich Swann.
Yeah,
I
we
wanna-
should talk about the Rich Swann thing. That's crazy.
It's old.
It's old, but it's still crazy.
What I want to talk
Whatever
about,
happened with that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to look up last night and forgot because I'm sick and I'm dying. It said
always
on his Wikipedia, it says Cruiserweight Division 2016 to present. Nothing else happened from what we heard.
No?
No. He's just still indefinitely suspended. Now, the
That's
the last indefinite suspension lasted how long? It was Brock Lesnar. Remember when he got suspended for doing
No,
nothing?
in real life though, IRL, it was Del Rio.
I know. That's true. Yeah. Then he got released.
Yeah.
But like
He asked for
Swan,
his release because he had a clause in his contract where he could get out at any point.
Swan, he's done for. He's Louis C.K. done because he deleted his Instagram. He's like he's wiped.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done, which sucks.
Which sucks because he was a very good wrestler.
Yeah.
And also, he had a great story.
Yeah, that's what I
The
hate
whole
about
cocaine thing.
He fought so hard to make it to the top, and he did it.
Yeah.
And it's always a blemish now. Like, if he was Cruiserweight Champion, he won it, right? He won it on the first episode of 205 Live.
Yep.
That was something like, hey, here you go. First episode of 205
And I always
Live.
had a personal connection to Rich Swann because I used to use him in Extreme Warfare Revenge like 2 years before he ever came to WWE. He was
You
just some
didn't know who
indie
he
guy.
was? Yeah.
And then I was like, and you know, EWR sometimes will put like fake wrestlers on the roster.
Yeah.
So I just thought he was like, I was like, that's not a real name.
Rich
And then I
Swann.
found out he was real, and I was like, oh,
And it's not even that...
I made him a world champion.
It's not even that he's a...
Same with Gargano.
Yeah. It's not even that it's a fake name. It's you look at all of his finishers, the 5-star Swan Splash, the Superfly Swan Splash, like all of them. You're like, this isn't a real guy. Like that. Like Great Balls of Fire was an EWR pay-per-view name that WWE took.
Yeah. Maybe just someone's playing EWR and was like,
I feel
hey,
like
Vince.
if it's anyone, I don't think he works. Actually, he might work there right now. If anyone, I think it'd be Freddie Prinze Jr. I feel like he's sitting there playing EWR because he's that big of a wrestler.
Because he's in
fan.
the game.
Is he in the game?
Yeah, he's in the
that's
game.
right.
I always use him on my company.
Oh, he's good at what he does.
Yeah. I want to see him act more.
Yeah.
I've always liked him. Remember his show? He had a TV show for a while.
Yeah.
I always liked it. It
Him
ended
and,
on a cliffhanger. It
him
said
and-
to be continued, and then never came back.
Him and Sarah Michelle Gellar should do like a little husband-wife movie. Little
They
comedy,
should do Scooby-Doo
little
10 years later.
Rom-com.
Scooby-Doo
We're
15
talking about
years
acting
later.
now. We've consistently talked about how Freddie Prinze Jr. is in wrestling, and that's totally... I think he does work there right now, right?
No.
Oh. Did you know, fun fact, do you know who is secretly a creative writer for WWE? He secretly got the job in September of 2016 and has worked there since. Max Landis.
Huh.
Yeah, so after Wrestling Isn't Wrestling came out, Triple H took it and tweeted, he's exactly right. About
And that's
Wrestling
funny
Isn't
because that
Wrestling.
video is so anti-Triple H.
No, it's about Triple H. It's not anti-Triple H. If you watch it,
Anti-Triple H.
my current project in school is about it. By the way, can I interview you about wrestling?
Okay.
Okay, not now. But for my project in class, I'm doing the hero's journey, the monomyth through wrestling. And I just have to, I have to interview people. So I'm going to interview you and Ken, I think. Charismatic Ken, CK, here in WYSADWTA. But Max Landis works for WWE. I think that's been current events in wrestling.
I just watched a movie that was written by him, and I was like, oh,
That's fun.
that's cool.
One more current event in wrestling.
Can't remember what it was.
So we can space out a WWE quick.
Yeah.
There's a little company that I can't remember the name of. It began with a B. I think it was like B.
Battle Arts?
Maybe.
That's a Japanese company. I don't know if they exist anymore.
Macaulay Culkin interfered in a wrestling match.
What?
Yes. I'll pull it up. It was I got this.
pull
I
this
got
up.
this.
I'm also going to look it up because I'm just curious.
It was what happened was he's a big wrestling fan, and so it was the whole.
Dead.
It was the he has a lot of so it was the Home Alone special for this company.
Yeah. He was in Wrestling Isn't Wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he came,
it makes sense.
Well, he was also in WWE.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Hornswoggle defender.
Have you heard about Billy Corgan?
Yeah. So, anyways, in WWE, Hornswoggle fought Chavo Guerrero in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and he lost by throwing a bucket into the head of Chavo. Chavo got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
Like in Home Alone. Macaulay Culkin stepped out and went, "That isn't funny." Macaulay Culkin interfered in a wrestling match at Bar Wrestling in Los Angeles and just defeated. He tag teamed with Swoggle and.
He was blasted by Swoggle saying, "This ain't Hollywood, bitch."
Yeah, that's the first one. But yeah, he tag teamed with Swoggle and some other guy.
He looks like a goofball now.
And took up some other guys. He's dating Brenda Song.
Is he?
Yeah, which just saddens me because he does not deserve her.
He's great.
I hate Macaulay Culkin.
I love Macaulay Culkin.
But yeah, so he interfered.
Look at him.
he
He's
used-
wearing bunny ears.
I hate it.
Oh, jeez.
He did it in Home Alone Tactics. That's the last I have of current events. So we will.
Oh, there's a Santa Claus guy.
Do you see this though? 6 wrestlers you didn't realize were childhood stars. Big cast is Macaulay Culkin, everyone. Culkin Cassidy was the
Look
name.
at it. Look at it.
I'm looking at it.
They're like what? Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, it's pretty strange.
Good friends with Seth Green, I guess.
Yeah.
StrangeKidsGlow.com.
We're not going to talk about this anymore. Oh, yeah, it was, he tagged with Joey Ryan and Candice LeRae against Swoggle and someone else. Weird. Swoggle's a heel now, which is weird. Baffles me. Anyways, we're going to move on. That has been current events. We're 21 minutes in.
Yep.
Not really. We have to cut a few seconds off, so.
Yeah.
Let's go to the wrestling figure of the week. Din din. Let's put a sound effect in there. Can you get one for me?
I can put a ching ching.
Can't you get a bell?
I can get a bell, yeah.
Din din. Prime time hits the ring. Anyways, the wrestling figure of the week, but not really weekly because I don't get wrestling figures weekly, but this is a weekly show. So whenever I get a new one, maybe a month, I might get one monthly. Anyways, it is the Defining Moments Macho Man Randy Savage. It is a beautiful figure. It comes with his WrestleMania 3 attire, his entrance.
I guess I'll
robes,
put
classic.
the picture right here.
We'll put the picture
Hold
up.
on, let me timestamp this. It's like 21:30.
I forgot we were putting pictures on screen for this entire podcast.
I don't know how much I'm gonna do it.
Well, we're doing it all the time.
It's mainly just it's gonna be the WYSADWTA logo.
What?
That's gonna be the background.
What?
Yeah, and then I'll just like put stuff on the screen.
So that has been Wrestling Figure of the Week, month, whatever.
Yeah.
Defining Moments Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
Let's get into the list.
All right, I'll put a lot of work into this.
Yeah,
I don't work tomorrow.
So anyways, what we figured we'd do, it's our first episode of WYSADWTA Wrestling on Wednesdays. Stupid rule. Anyways.
Rule number 1.
Friendship. Rule number 2.
Rule number 1. Ray Hamsley. All right, let's continue
Okay.
with the show.
So, what's a better way to start off first episodes than with first?
Yeah,
And
okay.
I feel like I watched another show where they did the first episode, so they're like, we need to start with first. Top 10, however many debuts in really no specific order. I have 2 lists made up for me and for you. Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
Best debuts?
Best debuts.
Oh,
top
well,
10,
I
top
know
5.
what the best is. It's Jericho.
Chris Jericho is
His
the good
is the
one.
best. His is number 1. Second,
We don't need to go
this
in
is
any
no
order.
order, but
Yeah.
his is the best.
Chris Jericho.
Hands down.
Okay. I'm going to go
Kevin
now.
Owens.
Okay. I was going to say that.
He drops the title and steps on it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that with Charismatic
can
Ken.
Can I talk?
Yeah, let me, hold on. Charismatic Ken and me were watching that. And when that happened, I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
Kevin Owens is here, man. And he was flipping livid
Yeah.
over the fact that he stepped on a championship
Yeah.
title.
I'm going to say 2 now.
Yeah.
Because you stole 2 and you stole one of mine.
Hey, it's a podcast, man.
AJ Styles is a really good one.
Yeah, he had a pretty good debut, but you saw it coming. No, I didn't see it coming, because if you saw it coming, it would have been number 2.
Yeah.
He came in number 3.
You didn't see it coming, but you literally didn't see it coming because the camera was nowhere on him at all.
Yeah.
Because like literally everyone in
showed
the
him
crowd
come
saw
out, yeah.
I Am Phenomenal, but we didn't see that. They just showed Roman like and so it was like put that picture there. You know, the stupid picture of Roman. Number 2 or whatever. My next. I'm sorry if the typing's out. Also,
Type softer.
Finn Balor's is incredible because, like, you know, he debuted just on the stage with everyone on the Raw roster, but he won a Fatal 4 match, then he pinned Roman Reigns clean in the middle of the ring in the main event and went on to
That's true.
do so much.
And now he's not over enough.
Yeah, he's not over. Bray Wyatt has a pretty good one, besides the fact of the Husky Harris stuff. You know, like everyone chanted Husky Harris.
I'll put a picture of Husky Harris.
So
there.
let's just should we say that's the Wyatt family's
The
debut?
Wyatt family had an okay.
That's the
They were
debut
okay.
though. Bray, you
Their
can't say
vignettes
Bray-
were really good.
Yeah.
I loved them.
I'm trying to think of others. Neville's was okay, but I'm not gonna say
Fandango
those
had
are
a
the
very
best.
dumb.
Yeah.
I hated his.
Neville's
debut.
was okay, but he's kind of won a match.
He beat the Curtis Angle.
Yeah.
Curtis Axel. Sorry.
But how they did the cape and everything. It was the first time we saw it. We were exposed
Yeah.
to a new thing.
Did you see the thing online?
Probably not.
Where the guy who used to be a creative consultant at WWE, he released what Vince wanted for Neville's
So you wanted
original.
to be Mighty Mouse, didn't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Did you
This is
see the picture?
old- no.
I'll put that right here.
I'll look it
Yeah,
up.
find that. I'll put that here.
Should I just search Neville Mighty Mouse?
Yeah, or it's on Twitter, I guess. Yeah, I can think of bad debuts. But
Yeah, I
can think of
figured we'd do
better.
worst because it's the first.
The Nexus had a really great debut.
Oh, next is that.
Shield.
One.
Shield had a pretty good one. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think
It's
of
so
some.
hard with an NXT because you watched them for however many years, so they got moved up, and you're like, okay, they're in the main roster now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of more old school, but old school ones sucked. And I'll get into that on the worst ones.
Kane
Kane had a really good one.
Yeah, his might be second to only Jericho's.
Yeah, his is iconic. Goldberg was stupid.
Goldberg's?
Yeah, so we'll put that in the worst probably. What was Brock's? Brock came out and just killed people, right? Yeah, Brock Lesnar just came out and killed people.
Spike
Like
Dudley.
yeah.
Yeah.
His is okay.
His is okay.
He's not the best or the worst, but his is okay. Big Show is awesome, but a big flop. So I don't know where we want to put Big Show there. I'm picturing in my mind the pictures that are going to be on screen right now as we talk.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put a picture of me right here with a little edit of a cloud, like me thinking, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just go into Paint and get a little cloud bubble. I think that'll work real well right here.
More the best debuts. Yeah, say some debuts.
I'm thinking. I know that I didn't really like it, but Shinsuke. Oh, the Club. The Club had an awesome one. They came out and just killed the Usos, and you were like, whoa, the Club's finally here.
Yeah, they had a really good one.
I'm trying to think of someone who just kind of came in out of nowhere.
Some Paige had a really good one.
Let's count Paige. That's our last one then. Paige was good. Paige was good. Okay, I have a bunch for the worst. I'm just gonna roll here. You ready for this?
Brock Lesnar's second debut was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready for the worst?
Yeah.
We got The Rock.
Yeah.
Right? We got Undertaker. He's just stupid. He just kind of comes out. We got Kurt Angle. Don't know if you've ever seen it. Terrible. The Miz.
John Cena had a really good one.
Yeah, this is okay. The Miz. Terrible.
Was it pretty bad?
Butcher doesn't like. Well, you know what he was.
The Shockmaster. I mean, you can't make a list of the worst without a Shockmaster.
Do you know what the Miz's was?
No. Sting had an amazing WWE debut.
Yeah, let's put that up there. Do you know what the Miz's was? The Miz was in charge of the Diva Search, and he came out to announce the Diva Search and how you could vote for your contestants. The Miz forgot the phone number you were supposed to call, so then he checked his hand. Well, it wasn't written on his hand. So then he had to turn around on live television. He was just, you know how good the Miz is on the mic.
Yeah.
This is the Miz turning around going, and he's reading the Titantron. And we can definitely find so many pictures of this. And he's looking up like 866-44. Yeah, I don't know the number.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna memorize it? It's stupid.
Should have.
I'm not gonna memorize it. But yeah, like turn around and look at the phone number, and it's just a really bad one. Kurt Angle's is stupid. You know who has a really good one that I'm going to put in our best list? We're jumping back and forth. Earthquake. Have you seen Earthquake?
John Tenta?
Yeah.
I don't know his.
Earthquake, so here's what happened. I don't remember who it was, but it was an Ultimate Warrior and some big muscular dude.
What was Ultimate Warrior's debut?
I think he just ran out.
I always thought his debut was the Intercontinental thing, but that was not.
No. Anyways.
I was just like, people were like, holy shit.
So, Earthquake debut where Ultimate Warrior and some guy, it was Dino, what's his name? Dino? Paul Dano, Dino.
Paul Dino? Dino Brava?
Dino Brava.
Yeah, he was murdered.
Was he?
But Dino Brava, yeah. Or maybe he was murdered, yeah.
Huh. So anyways, Dino Brava and Ultimate Warrior in the ring, and Jimmy Hart was there too. And they were seeing who they could bench, or like they wanted to do push-ups to see how many push-ups they could do with a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So they decided, hey, let's pick someone from the crowd. So they're searching the crowd. Jimmy's using his stupid... Let's go on the record saying this right now. I hate Jimmy Hart. He's one of my least favorite wrestling personalities ever.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't like him very much either.
Anyways, finally, in the distance, in literally the nosebleed section, they see John Tenta, this huge guy. And they're like, come on down, mister. And remember, this was the 80s. If a fan got picked from the crowd...
Yeah.
Fan got picked to the crowd. 2006, Santino Morelli, he had a decent one.
No.
Not one of the best or worst, but it was decent.
It was okay.
Yeah. So on Dino Brava.
What was Titus O'Neil's debut?
I don't care.
You don't care?
So anyways, he sits on Dino Brava's back.
Mm-hmm.
Dino Brava does 5 or 10 push-ups, right?
Yeah.
Dino Brava's like, I'm strong. So then Ultimate Warrior gets down and he sits on, he's sitting now. How he's sitting, I'm going to show with action figures, but you could probably find pictures. So he's sitting like this. So the guys are doing push-ups and he's over him like this. So Dino Brava does a bunch of push-ups. Now what happens is Ultimate Warrior gets down and he's about to get to 10 and John Tenta jumps up and crushes the body of the Ultimate Warrior. And Jimmy Hart starts yelling, he was in on it the whole time. Because, this is the 80s. Fan got picked on the crowd and just took out Ultimate Warrior. It's like, what? And so Jimmy Hart's like, we were all in on it. He's the new guy. His name's Earthquake. He's the biggest guy.
His name's Earthquake.
He's the biggest
He's
guy
Earthquake.
on the mouth of the South. He's the biggest guy that's ever been in the ring here. And think about it, like, Earthquake is huge. He's a big guy.
He was fat.
Yeah. Terrible, terrible debut of Akeem. The one-man gang turned African soul brother or whatever he was, where he found his heritage. Into Ancestry.com didn't exist yet, but if they didn't now, it'd be on Ancestry.com. Akeem had a terrible debut. I think maybe we should talk about the best vignettes.
Yeah.
Wyatt family.
Mm-hmm.
And
Adam Rose.
Adam Rose. That's where I was going.
Yep. Adam Rose, as much as that guy fucked up, which he really didn't fuck up that much.
No, but he
fucked up after he got released.
Yeah. We're talking about mess ups. It's Titus O'Neil pushing around Vince McMahon, which that's not even the biggest mess up. The biggest mess up in WWE history is Nails beating up Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fucking ridiculous.
He just wailed on him.
He was joking him out, and then he appeared in court, and that was the reason that Vince McMahon got out of court, was because they couldn't trust Nails. You're like, okay, this guy, screw him. He thought he should have been paid so much for SummerSlam or whatever, where he's like, oh, I deserve to be main event pay, and
I really hope,
Nails.
Here's what I want to say, I really hope there's a fan drawing of Nails choking out Vince McMahon, right?
Yeah.
And if there isn't, I'm saying to all the viewers right now, please email us at wouldyouspendaday@gmail.com, a fan drawing of Nails choking out Vince McMahon. It will be either the thumbnail or like the featurette of the next episode. I want to see fan mail Nails beating up Vince McMahon. Another great moment is Heidenreich raping Michael Cole. Let's just talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I just wanted to mention Heidenreich raped Michael Cole.
Michael Cole's fine.
What are some other good vignettes? Wade Barrett. Do you remember his when he was re-debuting as the Barrett Barrage?
Yes.
And like it was
Where's the Brawl Knuckle Brawler and all that?
Brawler. Now,
yes.
Fun fact for listeners: we had just started watching wrestling the day his vignettes started airing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We had no idea who this guy was. We already were watching wrestling. Was like, the first match we remember watching wrestling is Ryback versus JTG, and we thought at the time that was the greatest wrestling match of all time because it's the only wrestling match we'd ever seen. So we didn't know. We literally thought we didn't know what vignettes were in wrestling.
Yeah.
So we keep seeing these Wade Barrett commercials, and I was like, who is this guy? Like, I thought they were commercials. I was like, what is it appearing? And I even talked to like our CK about it. And I was like, CK, what's Wade Barrett? He goes, oh, I don't remember. I think he was a wrestler. I was like, oh, he's a wrestler. CK took me to see my first wrestling show before Wade Barrett re-debuted. And so
I found it. I found the picture. I'm gonna save it.
Save it, yeah, obviously,
purposely.
save it. They've already
God,
seen the picture so many times.
Yeah.
So he took me to see my first wrestling show, and Wade Barrett was there before he had appeared on TV. So I was like, oh crap, Wade Barrett's here. I know who he is now. I know who he is. And it was a pretty good match. It was against Ted DiBiase Jr.
You saw that guy live?
I saw Ted DiBiase Jr. twice live. First time was Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
Vignettes had aired. He hadn't debuted on TV. You know what the second time was? Fandango. Vignettes had aired. Hadn't appeared on TV. Or he'd appeared on TV, but he hadn't wrestled his first match. Because remember, he was doing that shtick.
Yeah, gimmick, if you will.
Yeah. He hadn't, you had to pronounce his name right. And when he actually came out, the second time I saw him, when Fandango came out, Tony Chimmel, one of the greatest announcers of all time.
Yeah.
Tony Chimmel announced in his first WWE match. And I bet they did that for a lot of house shows. Mm-hmm. But, this is his, that's sexy. That was his first match to me. I was like, wow, Fandango. Now, obviously, fun fact, the first wrestling show I went to, Michael McGillicuddy and Johnny Curtis tag team against the Usos in a losing effort. So
really?
I've seen Johnny Curtis and Fandango. I've seen Ted DiBiase twice.
Huh.
I saw Bo Dallas before Bo Leave. I saw Redneck Bo Dallas against Wade Barrett. I saw Hornswoggle and Bucky Badger do the tadpole splash onto Heath Slater. And only a couple hundred people that were there that day, September 2nd, 2012, at the Lion Energy, or the Coliseum in Madison, Wisconsin, can say that they saw Bucky Badger tadpole splash Heath Slater. And if I ever met Heath Slater, I'd be like, hey, Do you remember when you get I think it's probably a memorable moment for him, right?
Yeah.
If you get tadpooled by a college...
Yeah.
Because that was right after his legend. Remember when he tried to do the legend killer? And
Yeah.
he only beat Doink the Clown?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That was right after that. So everyone knew he was a jobber. He's the one-man band. Like, he's a 4-time tag champ.
Yeah. And none of them matter, really.
None of them matter. With Justin Gabriel, great wrestler.
He's okay.
We have him on the best debuts.
Justin Gabriel?
Well, Nexus.
Yeah, that's true.
Daniel Bryan. I couldn't remember what Daniel Bryan was. Now we have Nexus. I remember Daniel Bryan choked out Justin Roberts. That picture's here. Choked out Justin Roberts.
Yeah, the one where Justin Roberts was like,
he is out of it. We got Heidenreich. We got Heidenreich raping Michael Cole. We got Nails choking on Vince McMahon, and we got Daniel Bryan on Justin Roberts. This is a classy wrestling podcast. It's WYSADWTA on wrestling on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
The Triple W.
The thingy thing.
Vignettes
on the
are cool.
Gringe.
I like vignettes.
I do too, actually.
And like I like returning vignettes a little bit, but sometimes I like to be shocked with my returns, right?
Yeah.
The one return, there are 2 returns in history I wish I didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 4.
Okay.
I'll go 4. Triple H's 2002. He should have just walked into the Rumble and won. Made it so much better. 2014 Batista.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have walked into the Rumble and won, people would be like, wow, Batista's back.
I don't know.
Came
I
out
think
a week-
people really wanted...
Yeah, but he came out a week early and it ruined everything. Best returns, Chris Jericho, 2012, came out, grabbed a mic, didn't say a word, grabbed a TV shooter,
That
shot
was
it
when
off,
he did his
and
man,
left. It was
the
to
old,
Save Us.
the No Country for Old Men type thing, right? Or was that 2008?
I think that was 2008. 2012 was literally he came back and he should have won the Rumble. He was scheduled to win the Rumble, but the results leaked, so they gave it to Sheamus. But literally he came out, had a microphone, didn't say a word, ran around the ring, came back in, got a t-shirt launcher, launched t-shirts in the crowd. I think he said, Royal Rumble, I'll be there, and left. Very awkward. He should have won.
Yeah, because Sheamus and Edge are the only people to ever win King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, and Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Sheamus has been handed too much, I think.
Yeah, he's been handed everything.
Alberto Del Rio has been handed a lot, too. You don't think about it. You're like,
He's won a lot.
He's done a lot in WWE. He's never held a minor
It was his
title.
first 2 years,
Yeah,
too.
he's only held a major title. He was Money in the Bank. He won
No.
the 40-man
He
Royal.
held the
Oh, the
United
U.S.,
States.
that's right. He did here in the U.S. But for a while, he had 4 world championships under his belt. Like, he was tied with Brock Lesnar for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think. But, like, Alberto Del Rio...
You gotta think he's got more world championships if you're counting TNA. And
Yeah, but I'm talking about WWE. Like, this was just a guy that just got handed... Like,
it's because when he signed, it was a big deal.
He was handed a 40-man Royal Rumble. I mean, he last eliminated Santino.
Yeah.
But... And he only came out at number 37. But he won a 40-man Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big one. Alberto was handed a lot. And that's kind of his gimmick. You know,
It was his destiny.
Yeah, if Vince McMahon could come out and just like, if literally all
He was a modern day Ted DiBiase.
If WWE was just Vince McMahon, literally like still on commentary and explaining wrestling, like it was just Vince McMahon explaining gimmicks and why certain wrestlers got like, oh, Alberto Del Rio, he's handed everything, that's his gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
He's the greatest import from Mexico. Like, he's the, what's his other one? The aristocrat, the Mexican aristocrat. Like, this is who he is. I hand him everything.
Yeah.
Sheamus, he's a fighter. He doesn't back down. Give him all he wants. Edge, he's rated R. He's the ultimate opportunist. He'll do whatever. You know, Jeff Hardy, that guy, you know, if he's going to put himself through, you know, not a tack hammer, what's those things called? Jackhammer. If he's going to take a jackhammer to the belly button on Thursday's edition of Superstars, then you know what? He's getting another world title. That didn't happen. I wish it did. I don't wish that upon Jeff Hardy. I love Jeff Hardy. But, I mean, that'd be a really crazy spot if a jackhammer went through a wrestler. Like, if a wrestler just took a jackhammer.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy doesn't do as crazy things anymore.
He's
would.
about the same weight that he was in 2009, but
Yeah.
his body shape has changed so dramatically. Remember, he was a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He looked really good. And now he doesn't take off his shirt as much. He's a little more hairy under there.
He's plumper.
He's plumper. I don't give
It's
a
the
change.
drug things.
He was
a druggie.
Yeah. He was 218 pounds in 2009, and he's 221 now, I think. So, like, there's no change there, really.
Lost muscle mass.
Yeah.
Just all flab. dog died.
And Matt Hardy killed his dog. He burned it. Well, he didn't say. Sorry. I'm sorry. I watched WrestleMania 25 last night.
Hey,
so
doesn't Matt have 2 kids now, or is he
Matt,
just King Maxwell?
I think he just has Maxwell. Oh no, I think he does have a baby girl, but he's not going to include her in any storylines in TNA or anything.
King Maxwell.
Wrestling's weird, man.
Wrestling is weird. Like, what's
Why-
his name?
why do we
Connor
tune in?
or Owen Steen
Yeah.
has technically a win in a wrestling match already.
When?
When he was like 8 months old, he won a match.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
You've never heard that?
I think
I'll pull that up.
Is that the Iron Man Bantamweight DDT Championship or whatever?
No.
That's my dream in life.
Just to hold that?
Just to hold it.
You could be one of the crowds.
Because one of my things, I don't want to be famous per se, but I want to do something that amounts to a Wikipedia page. I don't really need an IMDb. I want a Wikipedia page.
I want an IMDb.
If I'm in a crappy little band from Middleton, Wisconsin, I want a Wikipedia page. Direct Hit has a Wikipedia page. Master Intruder has a Wikipedia page. So I just want a Wikipedia page. If I'm on the Wikipedia page for the DDT Championship, Iron Man Bantamweight, whatever it's called, and I'm a holder, good enough for me. I want to hold that belt. And give me like a week-long reign. I don't want to lose it right away.
Okay, I'm gonna read this out loud
Yeah.
for you. In May 2008, at the end of DDT 4, Night 1 event, Steen's then 6-month-old son appeared in a segment with Excalibur, in which Excalibur called him ugly.
He's 8 months old?
He was 6 months old.
6 months old?
And it prompted Steen to perform 3 consecutive package pile drivers on Excalibur
Jesus.
before placing his son on top of Excalibur for the pin.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let's also talk. Wrestling is crazy. Is why we watch it.
Wrestling's literally the craziest art form
Yeah.
or entertainment form there is.
But I mean, in WWE, I can crap on WWE for 23 hours and 58 minutes of a day. But then you remember Conor the Crusher and what they did for Conor. And
Originally, it was really good. Now I think it's just kind of PR
now it's
shit.
weird. But like, he has a pinfall victory over Triple H. He like main evented WrestleMania in a way. He's in the Hall of Fame. Like Conor the Crusher, he's one of the greatest things ever. Kayla, and we've talked about Kayla on Closing Time, and I assume maybe people have heard for her birthday, which was just recently. I don't want to say any dates, but it was recently, and she wanted everyone to donate to a charity, and she was donating any money she got donated to this charity. I think I might do that for my birthday. I think I might be like, hey,
But you like gifts.
I want presents. But if you also want to donate to Connor's Cure, just buy a t-shirt. Spread the awareness. I have a Connor's Cure t-shirt. I wear a bracelet every day. Connor's Cure is the only charity I will pretty much donate to. I do the stuff with Anti-Flag, Amnesta, for whatever. Like I sign a lot of petitions for Anti-Flag one. I don't count those as charities, per se. And like You're on Freedom for Religion.
Yep.
That's a cool one. But Connor's Cure is like that's something I'm passionate about. Because, like, you watch that video, and if you don't cry, and I think that's going to be one of our lists coming up, is the most tearful moments in WWE. I don't want to do it today, because I do want to order mine, because I've thought about it a lot. But, like, Connor, the package video for Connor, if you don't cry, rip your heart out and burn it. So you have two options.
Cry.
You have two options. You can burn it in a fire, or you can use a blowtorch from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That was my shameless plug for Connor's Cure. Please donate. Like,
Yeah,
if you're a
definitely check that
viewer, buy a bracelet. They're really comfortable. Buy a pin. Do you like pins? I like pins. Buy a pin. They're magnetic pins too, so they do like the little magnetic back, so you can easily move them. They have bandanas. I'm not going to try to sell you on bandanas, but they have awesome t-shirts that I think are actually out of sale now. They were a limited edition, but they're awesome. You can probably find them. Support Connor's Cure. It's like, for WWE and what they're known for as like just kind of being weird people and not really caring a lot, 100% of the proceeds that WWE gets from Connor's Cure goes to Connor's Cure. They don't take a cut, which is really cool. Now Connor's Cure is a part of the Jimmy V Foundation. That's cool too.
So I think that's probably the show this week, then.
I have one more thing to say.
Oh,
I was going to finish up on Connor's Cure.
That was a good episode.
It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me indulge your brain. Our special guest on the
You really
episode.
indulged my brain.
Our special guest this episode and every other episode, my own brother, Bat Tracy.
My own brother. You got to put more emphasis on
My own brother.
My own brother.
Let me tell you something, bro. I can't do a voice. I'm too sick. I can't do a brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
My own brother.
Let me tell you something. Oh, wait,
Christopher Walken, special
Christopher
guest.
Walken. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do
I'm
it pretty
too
good,
sick.
and I just can't.
I'm too sick. I really think this is going to go together well. We talked a lot about how many of the pictures are going to be shown, and like I hope that the fans aren't like fans. We don't have fans. I hope the
We
viewers.
have a few fans.
We have a few.
We have a few fans.
We're not gonna
I have
talk about-
fans.
we're not
I
gonna
feel
talk
like
about-
I have fans
we're not gonna talk
myself.
about- I have a.
I'm the most famous person in WYSADWTA.
If you have any fan art of nails choking out or being a Vince McMahon, please email us at what you supposed to do to mail
Even if it's
gmail.com.
stick people, and
Yeah,
you
if it's
just
stick
label
people.
them Nails and Vince McMahon.
Yeah, how about we do that? Anyone that watches this video, and if you got to this part or that part,
Yeah.
where they have to get to this part to figure out,
Yeah.
please draw us stick figures of
Just
nails
draw anything of Nails.
and Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Anything. Like,
Even
an
if
ice
it could
cream
be
stand.
It could be Vince McMahon with like a box of nails
Yeah.
falling onto him. Just something.
Then they're stick figures
Yeah.
and they're labeled.
Just something.
Let's see how many emails we can get at whatyousupposed@gmail.com of nails and Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon and nails if we're being formal. I don't know what the formal. I think we said since we
Vince
said
McMahon
Vince
and Nails.
Or you could have nails sold in a box of Vince McMahon's.
That'd be funny.
It'd be really funny. Any of these ideas, Cheyenne, we know you're an artist. I don't know if you're listening to this. You
Or it could
probably
be
don't
a
care.
giant nail hammering tiny Vince McMahons into a board. I don't.
There's so
How
many
creative do
options.
you want to be?
There's
I
so
can't
many
draw any of
options
these.
we can't draw, so we're leaving it up to the internet, which is literally the best thing you can do
Yeah.
in the entire
I
world.
feel like the internet gets everything done.
Yeah, they really
Pretty
do.
soon we're not gonna have internet.
Yeah.
So
We're not going to dive into politics. So this has been WYSADWTA on wrestling on Wednesdays. Triple W. What's your name?
I'm
My
Bat
own
Tracy.
brother.
I'm Bat Tracy.
He's Bat Tracy. I'm Lex Dahl. You can follow us on Twitter at WYSADWTA, but you can follow him personally.
I'm Bat Tracy
on
01 on
everything.
literally everything. Add me on Snapchat. Add me on Facebook. Don't add me on Facebook.
He's like, that's creepy.
Add me on Snapchat.
Twitter.
Add me on Twitter. Add me on Instagram. You can find my LinkedIn. You can find my
You have a LinkedIn?
No, I don't.
Do you have a Tumblr?
No. Maybe I have a Tumblr.
Flickr?
I don't think I have a Tumblr.
You have a Foursquare, don't you?
I used to. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
I think it still exists. MySpace?
I don't think I have MySpace anymore. I think I deleted my MySpace.
You can follow me on Twitter at IdiotDahl. That's IDIOTDAHL. If you don't know how to spell idiot, well, you, sir, are not very sophisticated. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightEdgeAtheistJerk.
All the links are in the description.
All the links are in the description. Straight, I'm private on Instagram, but I most likely will. This has been WYSADWTA on Wrestling on Wednesdays. We're wrestling fans. We don't need to say our names again. We have all of our information.
We said an outro 5 times.
We've
Let's
said it
end this.
so many times. I like outros.
All right, so we signed off. Bye.